Back to it. Here we go. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the BKO Power of Fitness podcast. If today is your first time listening, I want to say welcome. We are a fitness and a self-development podcast. A lot of times people think that word fitness only relates to actually lifting weights. However, we want to talk about mental fitness, financial fitness, all types of fitnesses. So if you're into a podcast that wants to get your fitness right on every single level, every angle of your life, we're that podcast for you. The purpose of this podcast is to show you how fitness has helped us, to show you how people out there on social media or people that we know have helped us get to where we are today, and to help us get, in the habit of working towards getting where we want to go for tomorrow or next year or just next month or today. Simple as that. We want to share our stories with you to show how it can help you, to show how other people that we know, how their stories can help you as well, to show you that you're not the only person out there that struggles on a daily basis to get to the gym, to keep your brain on a positive note. We all do. I do. My co-host Brian does. My co-host Paul does. We all do. So you're not alone. So this podcast is going to be for you. Now, we do a lot of different things on this podcast. We do a lot of motivational talks. We do a lot of guest talking. We do a lot of fitness, nutritional tips, mental tips. Today's episode is going to be one of them. It's going to be kind of a combination of both. It's going to be strictly about your fitness, the gym, but you can relate it to every single aspect of your life, because I do. And anytime I'm kind of struggling, I come back to this, what I'm going to talk to you guys about today. And this is what keeps me locked in on every single thing that I do, even if I don't want to do it. Because I'm going to be frank with you guys. A lot of times, I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to go to work. But those are just things that I know I personally have to do to pay the bills, to, stay mentally in check. So a lot of you out there right now are saying, I can't make it to the gym. I can't work out. I don't have time. Whether you have no kids, no wife, no husband, nothing, or whether you have 10 kids, 2 wives, 2 husbands, doesn't matter. We all have the ability to make time for our fitness. We all have 24 hours in a day. Some of us are more jam-packed. But today I'm going to give you guys my 5 tips that I use that I think can get you to help yourself make time for fitness and help yourself make time for anything in your life. And I've used these every single time that I've started something new, every single time I need to get back into doing something that I always do. Because don't get it twisted, guys. Even the most popular fitness people out there have layoffs where they don't go to the gym. Look at the professional athletes, football, basketball, NBA, hockey, all of them. They all have off seasons. So there are times in their lives where they don't go full go all the time. However, that doesn't mean they just don't go. They might not go as hard, but they still go. But there is an off season. So if you're one of the people that's struggling to either get back from your off season or just get into the gym, to get into fitness, just to start, this will help you out. The number one thing you have to do, my number one tip, my most important thing on the list, you need to make a plan. If you don't have a plan, you'll never succeed in anything in your life, because you'll absolutely have no idea what you're actually going to do. If you go into work tomorrow and your boss says, hey, we need to get 10 more clients underneath the payroll, or whatever you do, and you have no idea how you have no solution on how you're going to do that, you're most likely never going to make it happen. And if you do make it happen, it might take you all year. But if you have a plan where A, I got to write down people that I think are prospects. B, I got to get their information. C, I got to write up a proposal of what I'm going to say to them and some questions that they might ask me. That way I know I have a response. And then you go from there. So you have a game plan on what you're going to actually do. And then if something goes off track, you still know the plan and you still know where you got to dial back into. So if you don't have a plan with your fitness life, How are you going to know what you're going to actually do if you do go to the gym or if you do get a workout in? You're not going to know what to do. So when I say make a plan, I mean this. You need to know exactly what your goals are this week, next month, for a quarter, and for the year. And they can all be exactly the same thing, but you need to have a plan. You can't just have a idea in your head where you say, I'm going to lose 100 pounds. Well, how are you going to lose that first pound? Anybody can have a game plan of fitness where they want to lose 100 pounds, but how the hell are you going to get it started? How are you going to give yourself a 5-pound, 10-pound loss to even make you come close to even thinking you can mentally lose that 100 pounds? So when you make your game plan, it has to be an incremental game plan. You can't just say, hey, I'm going to lose 100 pounds. Because what's going to happen? You're going to go into the gym for a week and you're not going to lose a pound. Not understanding how your body works, that you might have put muscle on, so you might have stayed the same. And all these other body chemical things that happen that may be the reason why the scale didn't drop. And then what happens? You quit. So that 100-pound weight loss plan is broad. It's broad. You can make it happen, but that should be your 1 year, your 2 year, your 3 year plan. So that can be your goal. That's not your plan. That's your goal. And that's what a lot of you forget. When you make a plan, it's a goal. It's a long-term goal. That's not a plan. When I say plan, I mean a weekly plan. You need to break it down where you're going to know exactly when you're going to work out for that week, what you're going to do on that workout, and then go through it through the days. If one day goes awry, you still know what you still have to do because you didn't mark it off on your calendar and you didn't get that part of the plan yet. Simple as that. You need to have a plan on when you're going to work, when you're going to work out, when you're going to do the workouts, when you're going to rest, all that. Which leads me to number 2, which is very crucial. It's not as important as number 1, but it's very crucial. And for a lot of you in the beginning, it's the most important part. You need to make a power list. Now, if you don't know what a power list is, you need to go check out Andy Frisella, the owner of First Form. He made this up. He has a podcast about it. I'm going to break it down for you. Now, this thing right here has what saved my life. It really is the reason why I get a lot of things done on a daily basis. Now, I have the plan of things that I'm going to do every week, but then I have a asterisk plan for what I'm going to do every day. It might seem like it's a lot, but it's really not. It takes you 5-10 minutes of your day, either at the end of your day or the beginning of your day, to write down what you're going to do for that day or the next day. So the power list is this. You need to have a plan of 5 crucial tasks that you're going to do on a daily basis to get you to where you want to go in your fitness or life. So let's say, for example, you have a very hard time of staying motivated. One of your crucial tasks that day should be to make a motivational quote post on one of your social medias, or send a motivational quote to a group of friends that are similar to you in what they want in life and fitness and their goals. That could be a task. Might seem corny, but hey, if you wake up every single day and you get a motivational quote and you send it to other people, I guarantee you, people are going to send stuff back to you, which is going to help all of your motivation stay up top when you don't want to do anything. Now, when you make a plan, the power list for the day, it has to be things that you need to do for that day. Let's say you have a trouble of getting enough protein in. Make it on your list that you track your protein for the day. That could be a crucial task for your day. Let's say you need 180 grams of protein and you look at your task at the end of the day and you didn't do it. Well, you failed for the day. Now, if you fail each day just because you can't track your protein, you're failing at achieving your goals because you're not doing something that's going to get you where you want to go. And that's how you get success, by hitting the little steps in your life. We all like to do these things where we hit a long jump. We want to be broad jumpers. Yet we all need to climb up the ladder 1 notch at a time. If you skip steps, You get tired quicker. You're going to fall quicker. But if you hit every single step on that ladder, you're going to be safe and you're going to get to your goal less tired with more notches on your motivation or on whatever you want to call it when you do get there. So you need to have these tasks that you hit every day. Now, if you have a crucial task on your list and you don't hit it, you lost the day. Like I just said, if you lose 1 out of the 5 tasks per day, you lost. Even if you went 4 for 5 on your critical task for the day, you lost. One of your critical tasks on there could be read 10 pages of a book, which is what most people put on it. That's a task. Something that's going to help you improve your mental fitness to get you going to your physical fitness. Now, you got to make sure these critical tasks on your power list aren't stupid things like brush your teeth, put deodorant on, wipe your ass. Those are things you should be doing every fucking day anyway. I'm talking about critical tasks, things that are going to leap you forward towards your goals. You got to put things on there that you want to make a habit. So on your critical tasks, put things that you know you need to do to get where you want to go, but some days you just forget. And then you keep them on that daily list every single fucking day until they are just a second thought. You just do them without having to look at it. And then you take it off and you add something else. Before you know it, you got crazy things that are on there that are going to help you grow in both your personal life, your business life, your mental and physical life. So start doing that. Because if you can accomplish 5 tasks per day, you won the day. You can do a lot. You can do more than 5. But if you hit those 5 that you know are going to be crucial towards your life, your lifestyle, your habits on a daily basis to get you forward each day, you won the day. There's 365 days in the year. If you win one day at a time, you build a habit of winning. What's going to want you to keep challenging yourself to keep winning, to make it harder for yourself to achieve the win. And that's how you win. And that's how you stick to that plan. That's how you win the plan. And that's how you keep yourself, what you guys like to say, constantly motivated. Motivation is not going to keep you there. Habit is. Number 1, make your plan. That's the motivation. The plan and the goal is your motivation. The power list is your habits. Now, if you do those 2 things, you will be able to allow yourself to get success in anything you do if you just follow it. Now, number 3, how do you make time for fitness with number 3? You got to work with your work and kids. Now, if you have kids and you have a job that you have to go to, I understand it can get hectic. If the kids got a softball practice or a bowling lesson or whatever your kids are doing, you got to work around that. Too many of you think, oh, well, I can't make it to, the gym today. I can't work out today because my son has a t-ball game. Don't ever, I repeat this. If you have kids, I don't have kids, but if you do have kids, don't ever use them as an excuse on why you can't get your fitness in. That's a bunch of bullshit. They should be the reason why you do. If you have kids, why would you want yourself to be out of shape, feeling like shit, lazy, mentally beat up? Fitness elevates you in every area. So don't use your kids as an excuse, but work around them. Because they're both important. Your kids are more important. Your job's important, but it's also, 1A. You got to work around them. Let's say you have a job and you got to drive to. Why not figure out a time to get there a little bit earlier so you can work out at a gym that's close to your job? Pretty simple there. Give me a second here. Now, if you guys figure out how to work around your schedule instead of making your schedule your hindrance, you're going to go a long way. Simple as that. That is more of that's going to where your plan of your mental fitness comes in. Because a lot of you like to use those excuses on why you can't get it done. So if you work around them and allow yourself to give yourself the ability to combine them all, there are going to be no excuses. You got your motivation, you got your habits, and you're throwing out your excuses. Number 4, it goes with number 3. Pack a gym bag. Going back to number 3, sometimes you go to work, your kid's got a game, and you got that hour gap in between. And what do? You just go home, right? You don't do anything. You make that excuse, well, I got to go there. If you pack a gym bag with you and you have a gym that's close to your work or close to wherever they're in between your house and your job, you got time to go. You don't have to work out for 3 hours, guys. You can go to the gym 3 to 4 days a week and work out for 35, 45 minutes. Put your phone on mute and actually do your workout. So if you have a plan for that workout, it's not going to be that hard to focus on getting the workouts that you need to get in done properly in a timely manner. If you pack a gym bag with shorts, shirt, new deodorant, protein shake, whatever else you need in it pre-workout, you don't got to go home. You don't have to rush back and forth. You can either pick your gym bag up in the morning, go right away before work, or take your gym bag and go right after work between that, whatever you have to do. Simple as that. Pretty simple. Pack a gym bag. Work around your schedule. Simple as that. Number 5. This is a very important one for you guys. It's going to relate to the last 2 as well. Do not overload. When I say do not overload, I mean you do not need to work out 7 days a week. You do not need to work out 3 hours a day. You do not need to run and do cardio every single day. You don't need to lift weights every single day. And you don't need to combine both every single day. If you see people like me doing 7 days a week, both, that's fine. You don't need to be like me. You don't. Eventually, you can work yourself into that so it fits into your schedule. But as you get started, if you overload yourself, if you tell yourself, I need to hit every body part 2-3 times a week, 7 days a week, a 90-minute workout, you're forcing yourself to do it like it's a job. And when you overload yourself like that, you quit. Start simple. You make your plan for a workout plan that's going to be 3-4 days a week, a 45-minute workout, and you go from there. Back to the power list. Add up the wins. If you overload yourself, it's going to be a recipe for failure. If you properly make a plan for your workout that you're going to do that day, you're going to succeed. You're going to be able to get that win for the day and move forward to get another win tomorrow. When you overload yourself and you lose 2 days in a row, you feel like a failure at it. You say, why am I going to do this anymore? What's the point of going to the gym anymore? What's the point of working out? I can't do it. It's not that you can't do it. You're just putting too much on your plate to start with. Now, eventually, you might be able to do what you didn't want to do. You might be able to overload yourself eventually. But then that won't be overloading anymore because you already allow yourself to work up to it. It's like what I said about losing 100 pounds. You might be able to lose 100 pounds, but you got to lose that first pound first. Then you can lose 5 pounds. Then you can lose 10 pounds. But if you never lose that pound, you're never going to lose 100. And you might not even want to lose 100 after you realize what you're going to get. So do not overload. Go back to step 1. Each workout you do, make a plan. You need a leg day workout, you need a workout for it. You have a chest day workout, you need a workout plan for it. There's too many of you out there that overload yourself in your daily life. And then when you get to the gym, you're excited that you're there, but then you don't have a plan in the gym. And then you just do 60 different workouts of a bunch of bullshit that's not actually going to help you focus on the area in which you're actually working on. Or you get there, you start on the top of the cliff, and you fall off real quick. Your energy falls off because you don't have any clue what to do. The machine that you wanted to work on is gone. You don't know what else to do for that day. There's too many of you out there that do that. You go to the gym, you don't have a workout plan to follow, and then you just either A, do everything, or B, do nothing. So you need a plan. And like I said in step 1, your plan might go left or right, but at least you know where to dial it back in. If you have a plan when you go to the gym, simple as that. Boom. And your plan might even be working out at home. A lot of you out there, which is an extra step here, an extra tip, think you need to go to a gym to work out. You need to go to a gym to work out. Herschel Walker, one of the most ripped motherfuckers in his life, one of the biggest beasts, football player, MMA fighter. He never went to the gym. He did push-ups, sit-ups, body weight workouts at his house. So if you're one of the people where you really can't find time right now because you're jam-packed, you're working 2-3 jobs, you got kids, this and that, get your ass on the ground, do some sit-ups. You can always do body weight squats. You can do body weight lunges. You can do body weight calf raises. Hell, you can even pick up a bottle of water, a case of water, and use that as a weight to do squats. So there are no excuses. It doesn't matter how busy you are, what type of lifestyle you live. If you really want to do it, if you really want to get in shape and feel better about yourself, every single person can make time for it. So don't forget the 5 steps, the 5 tips. You can work them into how to make time for fitness and how to make time for your life. Number 1, make a goal/plan. Number 2, a power list, 5 critical tasks every day, and do them every day. Number 3, work around your working kids. Don't use them as an excuse. Work with and around them. Number 4, pack a gym bag. And number 5, do not overload. If you follow those steps in every area of your life, you'll be successful in the things that you do as long as you keep following. So go out there, guys, and start dominating the fucking day. It's January 25th right now. We got all year to dominate. Just because you didn't really do good so far doesn't mean you won't do good the rest of the year. Don't let this year be like every other year where you start and quit. Start and keep going. Start now. So good luck. If you guys need anything, please reach out. I'm here. Love you guys. Peace out. Have a good day.